Ethan Cole hadn't planned to stay long. Weddings weren't really his thing, not anymore. Not since Melissa died 3 years ago, leaving him with their daughter, Lily, and a heart that had forgotten how to celebrate. But when his old college buddy, Ryan, invited him to the biggest wedding of the year, Ethan figured a few hours away from home wouldn't hurt. He stood quietly near the back of the ballroom, nursing a glass of water. The room shimmered with laughter, chandeliers, and champagne, a world far brighter than his own. The bride was radiant, the music was loud, and he was just a guest watching life move on for everyone else. "Dad!" Lily's voice echoed in his head. She'd begged to come, but he couldn't bring her. No babysitter would take a 6-year-old last minute. She was home with Mrs. Green next door, watching movies and eating too much popcorn. He'd promised to be back before midnight. Ethan checked his watch. 10 minutes, maybe 15 more, and he'd slip out unnoticed. That's when he saw her. Clara Bennett, the CEO of Bennett Industries, the kind of woman who looked like she owned every room she walked into. Everyone knew her story, self-made, ruthless, brilliant. He'd read about her in magazines while waiting for job interviews that never called back. Now here she was, standing just a few feet away, talking to the groom. Then her eyes met his. For a split second, Ethan froze. She tilted her head slightly, studying him like she recognized something. He looked away, embarrassed. She probably didn't even know him. Moments later, the DJ announced the couple's dance, then called for everyone to join in. Couples poured onto the floor, spinning under the soft lights. Ethan took a step back, ready to make his quiet exit. But before he could, a gentle hand touched his arm. "Leaving already?" He turned. Clara Bennett stood there, in a navy silk gown that shimmered when she moved. Up close, she looked less like a headline and more human. "I'm not much of a dancer," Ethan said, forcing a smile. She smiled back. "Neither am I. But that's never stopped me." Before he could protest, she reached for his hand. "Dance with me." The room seemed to blur as they stepped onto the floor. For a moment, he felt foolish. A single dad in a borrowed suit, holding hands with one of the most powerful women in the city. But she didn't seem to care. She laughed when he stumbled, complimented his tie, asked about the daughter whose photo peeked from his wallet. "Lily," he said softly. "She's my world." Clara's expression softened. "You remind me of my father," she said. "He raised me alone too. I don't think I ever told him how much that meant." Something in her voice cracked slightly, a glimpse of something fragile beneath the armor of success. They danced in silence for a while. Two people from entirely different worlds, connected by the same quiet ache of loss and love. When the song ended, she didn't let go. "Do you work for anyone right now?" she asked suddenly. Ethan blinked. "No. I was laid off 6 months ago. Been doing odd jobs here and there." Clara smiled. "Come by Bennett Industries on Monday. Ask for me." He frowned, unsure if she was serious. "You don't even know what I do." "I know enough," she said simply. "You show up. You care. That's more than most people." Later that night, as he drove home, Ethan replayed the moment over and over. The way she'd looked at him, not with pity, but with recognition, with respect. When he opened the door, Lily ran to him, arms wide. "You're home, Daddy." He lifted her up, kissed her forehead, and for the first time in years, he didn't feel like life was something happening without him. Maybe, just maybe, it was beginning again.